show you makeup really quick for her. So, a couple of different things you can do. You can turn around this way. Now, you can turn the whole stool around. You are a rock star. Couple of things you should know. For little kids, I don't usually mess with foundation. You like rock? For little kids, I don't usually use foundation and whatnot. However, if your daughter is a diva, like mine was, and wants to play in makeup, by all means, go all out. Go ahead and put foundation on. It won't kill her. The older girls really do need it. Even if my daughter was little and we weren't using foundation on her, I would use either a primer or just some good moisturizer because it will help hold her makeup on a little bit better. I'm going to use, this is just Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. You can use any kind of primer. People always ask me about the quality of makeup for stage, if you need the expensive stuff. You'll see that I use good makeup today just because I just have good makeup. But honestly, for auditorium use, for stage use, the cheaper a makeup is, the less talc is in it. Which is, I mean, as women, you know, you want makeup with a lot of talc so it goes on well and it blends nicely. You don't really want that for stage. You don't want it to blend nicely. You want the bright pigmented color for stage. So the cheaper the makeup is, the easier it is to use for stage. The less you'll have to apply and the longer it'll stay on. So I would just prime her down. I'm not going to use foundation for you because you have lovely skin on there.
I do. So what's the primer? I mean, aside, is it just a moisturizer?
It's a makeup stuff that holds your foundation and holds your blush and stuff on. I don't know who asked. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, it's just you can get it from L'Oreal. This one's Smashbox, but you can buy it. Almost any makeup company sells some sort of makeup primer, and it just catches your makeup and holds it on a little bit better. But for little girls who aren't wearing foundation, I would just use a moisturizer, some kind of lotion on their face, let it dry for a second, and then go ahead. I'm going to use a berry-colored blush. This one is MAC. It's called Breath of Plum. But anything about this color, just that plum color, is what you want to do. Yeah, it's like a dark pink. Is what you want to do.
Mine smells like that color.
Now, for stage, if it looks tacky, it's perfect. The tackier, the better. So it seems very garish. The idea is, for my older girls who would normally wear makeup, you want them to have so much on that when they're under the stage lights, it still looks like they're wearing a little bit, right? For the younger girls, you want to have enough on that under the stage light it looks like they're not wearing any. So theirs would be a little bit lighter than the older girls would be. I use gray eyeshadows. Gray tends to shadow less. You get less under eyeshadows than you do with brown or burgundies tend to shadow a lot. Gray, depending on the color of your child's skin, you'll need a different color gray. I like this deep one for my older girls. This is Urban Decay and it's called Creep. But for the younger girls, I'd use something more this color. This is a gunmetal. Will work very well. And all you're going to do is start with a cream colored eyeshadow, like off-white or cream. This one's great. Again, this is Smashbox, I think. And this is called Vanilla. But you can do, CoverGirl makes the same stuff. Touch your eyes, gentle close. There you go. And you just want to do that from the bottom of her eye, all the way up to the top. Gentle. Does it tickle? And now are you going to let Mommy do this? Sometimes kids do better for somebody else than they do for their parents. If you start makeup and your child's not doing well with it and wiggling around and flipping out on you, just bring her without any makeup. We've got plenty. Go get your sister, would you? We've got plenty of girls here that will do this for them. So I do the vanilla from lid to crease. From lid to brow, from all the way up. And then I take the gray and I go back over just their lid. And I would accent it a little bit more in their crease, so you can see them. Okay, this is Britt Ward. This is Olivia's big sister. Britt is also our resident makeup expert, and she is available. She will be there at the recital. And actually asked me earlier, said, make sure you tell them to come get me when you start talking about makeup, and tell them I'll be happy to do it. So she'll do 112 faces probably before recital day is over. Even our competition kids all kind of line up for Britt to do their makeup because she's really, really good at it. She's really quick at it. So look at the face, know who you're looking for. Hunt her down at the recital. She will be very helpful. Any tips you can give, Britt? Makeup tips? Other than moisturize the heck out of your face? Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's really pretty easy. I don't do anything special for stage. We don't do cat eyes here. A lot of studios like the cat eyes. We don't do cat eyes. For little kids' makeup, it's real simple. They have to wear some because otherwise they won't show up. That's all I want, sweetie. I just want them to see your face.
For darker skin, the same.
For darker skin, the same. You want to find a color instead of that vanilla. You want to find a color that's close to their skin tone. So you might want to go with, if you have darker skin, you might want to use like a taupe for your base color, and then go over with a darker gray than what I would use with a lighter skin girl. I'm not going to do this here on here today. Actually, you know what? I will just like to show you how to do it. A lot of people like it. I do when I go on stage. I would with the little girl, but I would with my bigger girls. I use an eye primer as well. A lot of people, this one's Urban Decay, but a lot of people use them, and they keep the makeup in place a little bit better than not wearing it. I'm just going to go under your eye with that a little bit. So for Miss Miriam, that's all the eyeshadow I would use. So you see we don't have a whole lot going on. It's just enough to make your eyes flexible. Who are you? I would then, she doesn't look like herself anymore, does she? Then go over everything with a little bit of finishing powder. You can even use baby powder. Miriam, I'm going to try to be mascara for you just to show how moms how to do it, okay?
So, do you want powder to try to keep the shine off?
Powder will keep the shine off and it will set everything and keep it on better. And I'll give you a hint. I would use, if you're going to wear, I mean, if you've got on foundation and stuff, you should use a setting powder instead of baby powder. For the little girls who don't wear foundation, good foundation will come with that. Yeah. Come see me, I'll hook you up. Some good primer will do it too. Honestly, for you guys, I use bare minerals for stage for older girls usually when I do it, because it just tends to not be as heavy. It doesn't break your skin out as bad. Any kind of mascara will work, doesn't matter what kind. I do not recommend using waterproof on younger girls because it takes forever to get it off. And usually it involves them crying. CoverGirl makes a really good one, a Naturals Loose mascara that's really dark and you don't have to use much. Okay, so what you want to do, Miriam, is you want to look at the floor. Can you look at the floor for me? Good job. Open your eyes a little bit. And I would just do the tips out. Good job! Look at that! Look how long your eyelashes are! They're beautiful! The girl right there. And with my daughter, I always just said, when you have to blink, tell me. Ooh. How pretty those are all of a sudden. If you want to do the under lashes, you can do them the same way. Open your eyes really wide like this. Good job, perfect, just like that. Really wide. Open this way. Crazy wide. Good girl. Yeah. Really wide. She has very sparse lower lashes. Perfect. And that's all you need to worry about. You're done with the little people. Oh,
I had one question, I'm sorry, from our,
no, you're fine.
I couldn't see, where did you put the first cream? Where did you put that?
The primary,
No, for her eyes, you just
I
did
did
it
it
as a
from,
primary?
from the lash line all the way
All
to
the way, okay, so under the gray.
Yep, underneath the braid, all the way to the lash line.
Okay.